Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto episode 115. So, last time on Boruto, we had a fun little, card game episode where they were trying to get Rock Lee and Shino onto the cards. That was a fun little episode. I enjoyed it, but I believe we have a little bit more in between episodes. Maybe starting a little mini arc. That's what I've been told. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this episode has to offer and what kind of fun antics our characters are going to get up to this time, or are they going to be serious? I don't know. Anyways, guys, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Right into the opening. Okay. Man, just keep feeling like I have something in my throat. You can even hear it a little bit. I think it's still there. Will it go away? I don't know. Friggin', I hate that. That's the only bad thing. Like every now and then, if I talk a lot, it'll do that. My throat will start feeling like I need to clear it a bunch of times. I just got done with a recording another episode to another show, so spent the last 40 minutes doing the reaction and then the discussion and stuff. So. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. All right. Team 25. Wait, what? There's no way there's that many teams. Maybe it's Team 2 and 5 working together. Hmm. Okay. There is a Team 25. Maybe it's just the numbers they chose. There's no way when they graduated that there was 25 teams. I completely forgot about these guys, though, honestly. Oh my god. Kakashi with his disguise. Oh, the creepy girl with the dolls. So what's her jutsu? So we have Kakashi wannabe, doll girl, and then budget Obito. Is there something breakable in the boxes? Why we focus so much on the boxes? So her name's Hako. I'll try to remember their names. Hako, Renga, and I missed the first guy's name if they said it this episode. So she's very straightforward. Hokey? Hokey, Hokey, Hako, and Renga? Very interesting names. Jeez. I like how they don't question it, just like the Hokage asked a random journalist to see how one of their teams is doing on a mission. Ah, we're getting into that. He's just like asking for praise. Kakashi, damn it. Hmm. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. That, like, where is their Jonin that's supposed to help them? Got injured. Did. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's why they focused on those boxes. There's a bomb in one of them or all of them. And they're gonna mess up the delivery and cause some issue with bombs. There's a bunch of them. Oh, okay. Counter. Oh, wait. Was the counter for the countdown, or was that what that little card was? Interesting. I'm not gonna question it. Investigation. Hmm. Nice. That same exact wrapping paper was on like a bunch of other or a bunch of other boxes, wasn't it? These guys need to. Oh, they need to see the wrapping paper so they can clue in. Maybe I don't think they saw it. Maybe they'd remember. Oh. She's pretty perceptive. Perceptive, but too straightforward, I suppose. It's probably. It's probably that guy that's sending the bombs. That's why he kept looking at his watch. It wasn't because of anything with his wife. He was wondering when the other bombs are gonna go off. I'm just kidding, I don't know. He's probably not. Hmm. Damn. They knew their journey. Hmm. Striving for perfection, though, is. It's a rough goal. Yeah. He was carrying a lot of boxes. I just chalked that up to shinobi stuff. Cool. Hmm. I didn't realize there was so many. I think I just wasn't paying attention. That was so many. squeaky chair. Cool. So Pokey learning a lesson here. Yeah, I was gonna say he should really point out that even Kakashi wasn't perfect. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So not all of them are bombs. 3 of them are. 2 others, other than the one they opened already, I suppose. Yeah. Makes sense. Yep. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Alright. Cool. See what they can do. What's he have on his back? Is it a shield? He said he's good at defense. He's just running around with a door. I love it. Nice. Hmm. Uh-oh. Nice, okay. Nice. Very cool. 30 seconds! Uh-oh. This one's different? Oh. Defense? Is he gonna maybe throw it with his strength, or... 8 seconds? Quarantine wall? Damn. That's cool. I like it. Oh, Kakashi. I was wondering if he'd reveal himself, but no. Whoops. My friggin' squeaky chair, man. It's ridiculous how loud it is sometimes. Sorry about that. Oh, the bomber's been captured. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Do we know who their Jonin is? Or is it just someone random that we don't know? Oh. So they're gonna be with Sai now? Cool. We see his mouth already. They're not even gonna leave it to be a mystery. And that's it. Outro time. The new outro too. Boruto's room. With his little handheld console there in his bed. Typical show. A typical anime having an opening or an ending with just the character looking sad. I swear almost every ending has a moment where one of the characters at least looks sad. Now they just look like they're thinking, but that one shot of Boruto. Interesting. Alright. That's the end of episode 115, guys. That was fun. I like that. Honestly, I completely forgot that Team 25 existed in this universe. I had no idea. I don't know why. What... Are there any other... Now I'm questioning my entire life. Are there any other teams that I'm just, like, forgetting? Have we... We have seen them, too, right? Like... I'm pretty sure we've seen, like, 1 or 2 scenes of them, during the incident with Sumire, right? That whole thing. I think there was, like, one, like, girls versus boys thing they were doing on their way up to the roof. But wait, was that before they graduated? Did the Sumire stuff happen before they graduated? Now I'm questioning everything. I can't remember the order of events. Huh. I feel like it must have been after they graduated, unless they were just doing stuff like doing like mission type stuff before they were even getting, which is possible. They might have just been interfering. That might have been what it was. Either way, regardless, I think I do remember. I remember seeing them very, very early on, like in the beginning. But I guess I just forgot that they passed, and actually became Genin. I can't remember if there's anybody else now. It's been too long. But interesting, yeah, I remember, because I definitely remember thinking she was like creepy looking. And then I remember making the joke about it being like someone that's just a big fan of Kakashi and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, that was cool getting to see them. And now that they're giving like Sai as their Jonin, my guess is the Jonin they had before was someone that we didn't know as the audience, which means that we had even less interest in their group, But now that now that the team is being run by Sai, which I don't know if that other Jonin that got injured gets healed up, is he going to take that spot again, or did he just lose that position, I don't know. But either way, the now that Sai is leading their team, I can definitely see them being brought in for more stories now. Like, I feel like it almost seems like they waited this long because they wanted to establish all the other characters and personalities, and they didn't want to have too much for us to worry about, and then they throw this extra group in, Like, we got our, main 2 teams, right? Or main 3 teams, and then we got some extra episodes with Sumire's group here and there, and now we're getting this group too, so that's cool. I had a lot of fun with this one. I liked it a lot more than some of the earlier Sumire ones, those were kind of like weird and goofy, whereas this one had a more like serious approach to it. I like that Kakashi utilizes his disguise again and was able to kind of manipulate Hoki into praising him a bit, which was funny. But also he got to learn more about him and ended up helping him, and then showed up as Kakashi at the end of the episode to kind of like praise him in a way, for listening and doing good and stuff like that. So that was cool. As for the three characters themselves, so Hoki can see something and never forget it. Now, is that a shinobi trait that somehow has to do with his power, like ability, or is that does he just have like an eidetic memory and it's as simple as that, right? Like, I'm not sure which one. Because it could have something to do with his power, or it could just be something he was born with, just a really good memory that he was born with, and it has nothing to do with his ability. I don't know. But then we have Hoka, who I don't know what her jutsu is. Like, I assume it has to do with controlling that like stuffed animal thing, right? But it's not puppet jutsu, right? Because puppet jutsu, you have to be manipulating the chakra threads with your fingers. So how is she manipulating that if it's not puppet jutsu? And if it's not puppet jutsu, then why isn't this the superior form of jutsu over the puppet jutsu? That's what I'm curious. I'm sure eventually, if they're bringing these characters in, this episode was to give us a small taste of what their abilities are and really introduce us to their names and personalities. And then I imagine there's going to be another episode where we really delve into their powers, possibly. So I could even see. I heard that we're coming up on a mini arc here, and I could even see maybe this group being a part of that mini arc, and they wanted us to get used to their names and faces now, so that way during the mini arc we don't have to have like character introductions and personality introductions and stuff like that. That way they can showcase their powers real fast without having to really spend the extra time on all that other stuff. So that'll be kind of cool if that's the case. Either that, or it's just setting up for something else in the future, I imagine. But yeah, and then the Renga is just strong and also can just put up a brick wall. Essentially, is what he did. Like it almost seemed like some kind of like magic, but I'm guessing it's just like his chakra formed into a wall or something. I'm not sure what kind of explanation they're gonna give for that, but that's really cool. Have we? I'm trying to think of if we've seen anything like that before, where someone's made like a barrier or something. I mean, well, I guess we have seen like barrier jutsus. You know, like they did that to the third Hokage back when he was fighting Orochimaru. They put a barrier around him, and then other points in the show they utilize those barriers again. But that took like multiple people. This seemed like it was something different, but maybe it's derived from the same kind of concept, you know? I'm wondering if these kids, like, made up these jutsus, or... Because we had kind of explanations for that with, at least for, like, Choji, Shikamaru, and, Ino. It was different clans in the village. Even Sasuke had a clan in the village where he derived these abilities from. Even Naruto's ability was passed down to him from his father, you know? So, like, a lot of the... And, oh, I guess almost all the characters, it showed that their abilities were passed down. So I wonder what they're gonna do for, you know, Renga's abilities. Like, who were they passed down by? Because now that the previous generation are people that we know, they can't really just say that, like, oh, this is another clan, you know, like, maybe it's a jutsu that was derived from another village or something is something they could say, I suppose. Now that there's peace times, there could be more people moving into the Leaf Village that have these different powers, you know. But I guess it's also possible that he just made it up himself, you know, but... Yeah, that'll be kind of interesting. Now, something I just thought about was with Hoka's abilities, I guess it could be puppet stuff. Well, no, okay. Never mind. I was going to say it could be puppet stuff because I don't know I don't remember how much we saw her hands. I wasn't paying attention enough. But there was a point where they were both holding boxes and walking with them. And she wasn't able to use her fingers to do the Puppet Master stuff, so... Yeah, I think it's something different. I'm just not sure what it is, so we'll have to wait and learn. I thought I was cluing in on something, but just derailed myself, I suppose. But yeah, the whole bomb threat thing, I thought that might have spanned over multiple episodes. I thought maybe this was the start to the mini arc where they have this bomber introduced in this episode dealing with the bombs, but they don't catch them. And then maybe we have some more episodes following some of the other characters dealing with these bombs and trying to track down the person, you know? But I guess not, because they said they caught him, so has nothing to do with whatever mini arc we're going into. Sorry, I know I'm kind of metagaming it a little bit, knowing that there's a mini arc coming, but it's not a big deal. Anyway. But yeah, I mean... I'm definitely interested in what Hoki can do. Like I said, if it has to do with his memory or if it's something different, because we didn't see any of his skills, really, other than memory. So, I imagine he has some kind of combat potential. I would say, if he's trying to take after Kakashi, I guess he could learn the purple, Chidori, right? In a sense. Because... I think what it was, right, was the the original Chidori was something that he needed his Sharingan for, I believe, and that's why he was able to teach it to Sasuke, was because Sasuke had the Sharingan. But then we saw him in Boruto after he had already lost his Sharingan using the purple lightning, and I think that's like a way to still have the Chidori in the show, but make it something a little bit different, because I imagine that's like a similar technique, but maybe it's not quite as powerful. Maybe it changes up the way it's like, casted in a sense, but I imagine that's a way to use it without needing the Sharingan. I'm pretty sure the Chidori needed the Sharingan, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that'll be something that this character learns. I don't know if that's something that he'd be able to work on himself. I suppose that our students haven't. No, maybe they have. I was gonna say the students haven't really started working on like the whole like chakra nature and change in chakra form, but in a sense that's what the not the Sharingan, the Rasengan is, and Boruto has started to learn that. So I guess it's very possible that he could, So I wonder if his abilities are gonna kind of take after Kakashi's, or if he's gonna have his own thing going. He just want to aspire to be as similar as he can, but not copy the same exact abilities. It'll be interesting to find out where that goes, but yeah. Other than that, guys, it was a fun episode. I really enjoyed learning about these new characters. I don't know why, but I can't put my finger on why I liked it so much, whereas some of the other ones I didn't, like where we had, I think it was like the first little like extra episode with Sumire's group, where they had like, they were trying to like mask their smell or something using like these full body like suits or whatever. I think it was the one I didn't do a reaction to because I was told not to, because of how like bad it was. But I ended up watching it in my own time, and I remember just like being like, okay, so that was an episode, but I actually like had a lot of fun with this one. So I don't know. It was good. So I think what it was the characters were a lot more likable for me. I'm not the biggest fan of Sumire's group. I like Sumire. Wasabi is kind of, I mean, she's okay. She just seems kind of there. She didn't really have like a personality too much, in my opinion. She was just kind of like a nice person talking with her friends, and then she stood out as being a little more headstrong in the recent Shikadai episode. But, and then obviously we had what was Namida, that's her name, where she just cried a lot, and that was like an aspect of her power, was she just like cried and then yelled really loud. And I was like, after the episode that developed her character a bit more, I liked her better. But seeing it the first time in that first little episode, I just didn't really like the characters. They didn't like intrigue me at all. They were just like there. But I think that's why I ended up liking this one a bit more. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get into next time. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy, and check out my Patreon if you want to see the next episode. Right now you can do that on there. Or if you want to see my Patreon exclusives where I'm watching Soul Eater, I've finished now Violet Evergarden, and I'm gonna be starting The Boys, The Boys Season 2, my first live action show is, actually the first episode is probably out by the time you're watching this, if you're watching this on YouTube. So yeah, check that stuff out if you want to support me. I very much appreciate it. The link is in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye!